Hello, welcome to Mindful English. Before we get started, I want to ask you something. Have you ever seen kids learning their native language and wondered, how do they do it? They do tiny, simple things every single day. They listen, they watch, they repeat. Kids don't start by memorizing grammar rules or listing vocabulary. All they know is imitate the people around them, parents, siblings, and everyone they hear, until they start speaking naturally. Now, when it comes to English, most people can read, write, and understand, but the secret ingredient they skip, speaking out loud, that's where real confidence and natural fluency truly grows. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to learn to speak English by practicing these 3 simple steps. The first step is to listen. Yes, you heard that right. What do children do before they start to speak? They listen. For months and sometimes even years, children just listen to the people around them. They hear the same words, sounds, and sentences again and again. Slowly, their brain starts to understand the meaning and the rhythm of the language. Listen to stories or your favorite movies. Pay attention to how the words are pronounced and notice how the sentences flow. But don't stop here. You're an adult. You don't have to stay stuck only in listening. Your brain is already got developed. So, what's the next step? The next important step is to speak. Speaking helps your brain learn faster. When you speak, your brain becomes active. It starts making sentences. It chooses the right words. It trains your mouth to say the sounds correctly. This is called active recall. It helps your memory. It helps you remember words and sentences better than just listening. Another reason speaking is powerful is muscle memory. Your tongue, lips, and jaw need practice to produce English sounds. The more you speak, the more natural those sounds become. That's why children don't stay silent. They try to speak, even when the words are wrong. And with every attempt, their brain gets better. You don't have to speak with other people at first. Just talk to yourself for 15 minutes every day. You can stand in front of a mirror and speak, but there is one mistake many people make when they try to speak. They translate from their native language into English, and this usually doesn't work very well. First, translation is slow. Your brain has to think of the sentence in your native language, translate each word, check the grammar, and then speak. By the time you're ready, the moment to speak is already gone. Second, every language has a different structure and way of expressing ideas. So when you translate word by word, the sentence may sound unnatural. Third, it creates fear. You start worrying about mistakes, grammar, and the perfect sentence instead of just speaking. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until your grammar is perfect, and don't wait for someone to practice with. Start today. Just 15 minutes a day. Speak out loud in English. Talk to yourself while cooking. Describe what you're doing while cleaning. Speak in front of the mirror, or record your voice on your phone. Keep it simple. Keep it daily, and stay consistent. If you do this every day, you'll start to notice something surprising. English will begin to come to you naturally, without translation and without fear. And now comes the final step. Repeat and shadow. Children don't just listen and speak. They repeat what they hear again and again. They copy the sounds, the rhythm, and the tone of the people around them. And slowly, their speech becomes natural. You can do the same thing with English. This method is called shadowing. Shadowing means listening to English and speaking along with the speaker at the same time. Like a shadow, listening trains your brain to understand English sounds, words, and sentence patterns. You start to recognize how real English is spoken. Speaking helps your brain recall words faster and builds confidence. It also trains your mouth to produce English sounds naturally. Repeating and shadowing improve your pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency, you begin to sound more natural, just like a native speaker. And now, let's put these 3 steps into practice. At the end, I also have a useful bonus tip to improve your English. First, listen carefully. Notice how the words are pronounced, then repeat after me. The sun is starting to set behind the mountains. The sky is now a beautiful mix of pink and orange. We do not head back to the bus yet. Our team leader tells us there is one more surprise. We walk a short distance to a flat area near the trees. I see a large pile of wood in the center of a circle. One of our guides lights a match. Soon, a large campfire is burning brightly. The wood makes a pleasant crackling sound. I find a smooth wooden log and sit down. The warmth of the fire feels wonderful on my skin. And that's it. 3 simple steps. Listen, speak, repeat, and shadow. No complicated grammar, no long vocabulary list. Just small daily habits that build real confidence. Remember, children don't learn a language in one day. They learn it by listening, speaking, and repeating every single day. And you can do the same. The last tip I want to share is about reading. Choose books at your level. Start with easy storybooks. Pick books that do not use difficult words. Read them every day. If possible, read them out loud. When you read out loud, you train your mouth to speak. You also learn how sentences sound in real English. This makes speaking easier and more natural. If this helped you, subscribe to Mindful English for more simple and practical lessons. See you in the next video.